Hey, welcome to The Dose. My name is Mcintosh, and interesting message for you today. It's kind of a take on what we did yesterday, a little bit of a carryover, but what I want to talk to you today about is passion. We've heard the phrase, chase your passion, not your pension. We've also talked in the past on the Daily Dose about how it takes 10,000 hours to become masterful at something. And the world, by the way, doesn't pay for mediocrity, doesn't pay even for proficiency. The world pays for mastery. See, unless you're masterful at something that can earn you money, you're not going to be paid big bucks to do it. An example of that is football players. You can be a great high school football player. You can be an exceptional college football player, but unless you're a masterful college football player and you get picked up by the National Football League, you're not going to make a lot of money. Even if you get picked up by the National Football League, it's possible that you could make good money, but not exceptional money. It's not until you become masterful, like Peyton Manning, right? That you're going to earn the big money of the NFL, right? That's where the big money comes in, is when you become masterful. What I'm going to talk to you about tonight is how you can transmit your passion into becoming masterful at something that can pay you big masterful marketplace money. See, a lot of folks take into the marketplace their need, right? So let's say that you're in a commission-only business and you're struggling a little bit maybe with your finances. If you take that into the marketplace, I'm going to let you know something. That is like, people can smell that. They can see it all over you. You take your need into the marketplace, and what you're broadcasting to everyone out there is, I'm not very good at this. And so people aren't necessarily going to want to be partners with you in business. The same is true in relationships or anything else, right? But if you take your mastery into the marketplace, you'll get an entirely different response. So you take your value into the market, not your need, but your seed, right? The things that you're good at. And how you become masterful is by studying, practicing, rehearsing. Studying, practicing, rehearsing. Whatever that is. If you're in the sales field, it's studying your sales, it's studying sales techniques, it's practicing those techniques, it's rehearsing what you're going to say before you go into a meet with a big client. It's practice, drill, rehearse. Practice, drill, rehearse. Practice, drill, rehearse. In whatever industry you're in. In my industry, the network marketing industry, it's practice, drill, rehearse on presenting, overcoming objections, helping people to see a pathway to getting started, all of those things. It has to be practiced, drilled, rehearsed. You see, if you'll pour your passion into what it is you're doing, then you'll find the time to spend the 10,000 hours you need to spend to become masterful at it. Now, here's a big gotcha. Right now, you and I and everyone else, we're spending time, aren't we? I mean, how many hours do you have in a day? 24? Sweet, me too, right? We've all got 24 hours in every day. What you do with those 24 hours determines what you become masterful at. So maybe you spend 10 hours in a job you don't particularly like, and you come home and you have dinner, you flop down the couch, you watch 3 hours of TV, you get up the next morning, you do it all over again. What are you becoming masterful at? You're becoming masterful at a job you don't like, drinking beer and watching television. Are any of those things going to set you financially free? Do you see, if what you truly say you want is financial independence, for example, in business, or superior relationships with your God or your, whatever spiritual entity you choose to have a relationship with. Maybe it's a superior marriage you want. Maybe it's an incredible relationship with your children you want. Maybe it's an Adonis-like physique. You want to be strong and you want to be lean. Maybe those are the things that you want. Maybe you want to be able to run a marathon and have cardiovascular fitness like you've never had in your whole life. Whatever it is you're trying to do, man, you've got to pour your passion into it, because you can think about it. You're going to need to put 10,000 hours into that in order to make it masterful. And mastery is the only thing that's going to pay you the dividends. In business, that's cash. But in relationships, it's that long-lasting trust and love that goes along with a lifelong relationship. In your spirituality, it is that peace of mind that comes with knowing that you have salvation through your religious God or whomever it is you pray to, whatever spirituality yours, whatever salvation looks like to you in your spirituality. In your marriage, it means that you have an impenetrable relationship with your spouse that nothing can break through, and an unbreakable trust there. Whatever the end result you're seeking in all of those areas of your life, it only comes through mastery. And mastery can only be achieved if you've got passion for what you're doing. You see, you gotta want it. You gotta want it. It's got to be there. Listen, I'm telling you, I've been working out hard for about the last year, and I didn't want to. It had been decades since I had spent this, worked out this hard in the gym and worked out this hard on I'd never worked on cardiovascular until about a year ago. I never had to. And then suddenly I started approaching 40, and guys, you already know what guys like, been there, done that, dude, experienced it, right? Here's what I need you to know. I didn't necessarily want to, but what I had to do was I had to get passionate about it. See, I had to find a why, like we talked about yesterday in finding your why, right? And I had to get that deep down reason why, and then I had to let that passion burn. And now I got to tell you something, man. I'm so fired up about it. I can't wait. I get my workout in today. I played golf all day long, came home. I was tired. Guess what? I told my wife, I says, before dinner's ready, bam, I'm going to go hit it, man. It's chest and shoulders day. I'm going to get 30 minutes on the treadmill. Why? Because I feel so passionate about the goals that I have there. You've got to have passion. Now, some folks will say, but Brian, I'm just not passionate about my work. And I would say to you, then you either need to find a way to become passionate or need to find a different line of work. And people go, well, that's scary. I go, yes, I know that's very frightening. But think about it. What is the rest of your life worth to you? Are you willing to spend the rest of your life wallowing in mediocrity because you never had the passion to become masterful at whatever it was you were doing? Or are you willing to take the risk to break away, to find your passion so that you can put the time and energy into it to become masterful so that you can begin to reap the magnificent, incredible rewards and abundance that comes with mastery? What's the rest of your life worth to you? How many more tomorrows do you have? Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you got to quit your job cold turkey tomorrow and go do something else, but certainly you can start feeling out other things. You can start exploring other career paths. You can start looking into other types of businesses or work from home endeavors, whatever the case might be. And I don't want to just apply this to business because it's applicable to all areas of your life. You got to have passion, guys. And if you're a communicator, you need to get that into your communication, because without passion, nothing comes through. And you guys know that because I'm passionate about the dose. And I'm passionate about you being here. And I'm excited that you're a part of what we're doing every single day. And I love hearing the feedback. So guys, with that, have a great weekend. And that's the dose.